Alright guys, this is a video of me taking apart my '06 ZX10. We're going to go take it all the way down to the valve cover. Valve cover's leaking right in there. Some good leakage coming out of there. Alright, so while I'm down there, okay, NGK spark plugs, pretty legit. They weren't too bad. I forget how much they were. I think they were like $5 a piece. I've seen a lot of videos on how to do this. It's gonna be my first time doing it, but I'm gonna do it fully. So I'm not gonna do anything until I record it and let you know how to do it, and then we'll go to the next step. So first thing is grab Ziploc bags, because this is gonna be the easiest thing. Write what is in the bag. Okay, it's really, there's going to be a lot of bolts, there's going to be a lot of things that they're going to have to put right back, because there's a lot of different bolts in here. Alright, so first things first is the fairing bolts. We're going to take the side fairings and the bottom. If you guys don't know how to take your fairings off, you got 2 bolts there, you got 3 bolts up there. You got these 3 bolts here that go on the side. You got this bolt right here. And then you got one more. Where is it? Right there. Okay, and they're all on each side. So yeah, alright guys, we got the sensor out. We got the top off. We're gonna get these 6 bolts or 5 bolts out. And then it's gonna be rough getting this thing out. It's always rough getting this thing out. I forgot to mention your side fairings right here. This one goes to the other side, but I can just show you. There's these 2 little nipples right here that's going to seat right inside here. So when you get this one bolt out on the top left, and on the other side is top right, just evenly pull it off. It should pop right off. Alright guys, I got all the bolts out, and I just wanted to show you before I did it. You see this clip right here? That's going to slide right inside, so you got to kind of bend it a little bit and pop it out, and then the other side we're going to do the same. And then all these literally just slide out. You got to take these out, so just move that down a little bit. See? And there's this little nipple again. Goes right up in there, so these come right out. Make sure you're labeling all your bolts. Makes it a lot easier that way. Okay, mine broke, obviously, it's not a big deal. Just clip it back on. Alright, so we'll take those off, and then your side fairings, and I'll show you inside where your blinkers, see there it is, your blinkers right there. So the black and yellow wire, the green wire, just push that clip down, and it should come right out, and there's your blinkers. Alright, so we got the seat up, steering damper off. Now we're going to take the tank off. It's a lot easier this way. So a hose right there, that's like any extra fuel just comes out on the side and on your bike. Anyways, alright, so you have this little clip right here. Okay, you're gonna have to take it out, like spread them apart, and bring the red part of the clip down, and you're gonna get a little fuel, but it's not gonna come out. Okay, just a little bit right there, and then your ignition, I believe, to tell your bike how much fuel to send. I'm not positive, I'm not an expert, but this one's a little bit, the first time I did it, it was an a-hole. There's clips like all over on all 4 sides of these, and you gotta really wiggle it around and get it apart. If you don't wanna do that, then you can loosen your tank up, and it can sit like on this bottom part right here if you want to. It is a punk, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. But if you don't want to do that, you can always take this off also and just sit your tank, because this is long enough. You can sit your tank on like the bag, just put like a towel down or whatever, so you don't get. Alright guys, we got the sensor out, we got the top off. We're gonna get these 6 bolts or 5 bolts out, and then it's gonna be rough getting this thing out. It's always rough getting this thing out. Alright, so we took the 6 bolts out here, or 5 bolts out, sorry. Take this pipe right here, come down and squeeze that off, bring it down, and then it should just come right off whenever you take the airbox out, or like right there. Alright. And you can look at this and make sure you get everything back into where it's supposed to be. So that goes back in there. This goes back into your tank. This goes back in there, because you miss one thing and you're going to have fuel flying everywhere. I've done that before. Alright, so we're going to take the airbox, and see how it's moving a little bit. We're going to take the ram airs, push them out. Just force them out. They're just pieces of rubber. They'll be okay. Okay. So you're going to take this and you're going to twist it. Okay. Let me get this out of here. Put it there. See how it's like it's in there? Okay. You got to twist it clockwise and like bend it a little. You're going to feel like you're going to snap it, but as long as you don't break these, you'll be okay. Alright, I got the airbox out. Actually, let me put that over there with that. Alright. Got the airbox out, now we're going to get the ram airs out. Okay. Pretty easy. Once you break this little seal that it has right here, you're literally just going to pull out and twist, okay? So it comes out like that. Here's your ram air. Put it back in. Either go this way or the other way, it doesn't really matter. Probably the other way would be easier. And if you had 2 hands, it'd be a little easier. Okay. Alright. See, if I did it with 1 hand, it'll be okay. Next thing you're going to do is your radiator. This bolt right here. And then there's a bolt right here. There it is. Oh, you can see it. Well, it's on the other side. So take those 2 out, and it should loosen up pretty easy. Alright, so we got the radiator loosened up here. Should just drop down out of the way. Hold on, honey. Then you take these 2 bolts off and drop. Got the reservoir off. Then we got to pop this off right here, and then take your side mounts off, okay? Your edger won't drop out, don't worry. Take all these out so that we can push the motor down just a little bit so that it's easier to access. It's really rough from here. You could probably get to just the spark plugs from here if that's what you want to do, but I have to go deeper, so we will take those side mounts off and then I'll show you how to. Alright, so I'm going to try to do it because I got these 2 bolts out, right? I can't get this one and I can't get this one. They're pretty rough, so I'm going to try. So you take these off right here. Gray goes to gray, right? This was sitting just like that. I don't know if you can see that. Sitting just like that. With that in this little nipple right here. I'm gonna see what I can do. I don't know. I can't get this side off either. So hopefully I'll be able to do it without that. I mean, I don't think I will, because you have to take the side mounts off to slide the valve cover off. Alright, so next thing, you're going to take all of these, the caps for your spark plugs. Okay, take spark plug caps off and bring them back. Okay, it should just come right out. Okay. Have to shimmy it out there. See that? See, this is why you wanted to take those off, because it'd be a lot easier. Okay. Come on. Mine haven't been taken out in a long time, as you can see. Okay. All kinds of crap in there. Alright, let me get this last one out. I have to shimmy it out. We got all these spark plug caps out. I would just lay them down like that, so you know which ones go which. So the one farthest to the left that's attached to the left, and then the one in front of it. And this one will go in the third one, and the longest cord will go in the last one, and then this one, obviously, that goes back up like that. Alright, so we can take all this back here. Take this harness. I don't think we're going to be able to take the harness out of there, but not a big deal. We're going to lay it back over in the corner here. Now we take all of the heat shield. The heat shield back. Okay, that's your valve cover right there. Okay, I'm gonna shimmy this out of here. You gotta like move all this stuff, and probably have to rip it at some points just to be able to get it out of there, because it's gonna be an asshole. There you go. So you ripped it a little bit, and now it's just gonna come out. This one has some wires attached to it, but like I said, it's just a little piece of rubber here, so we can just pull it back out of here. Alright. So as you can see, here's your valve cover. You got 6 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your 6th one's back in this corner. So I'm gonna try. There we go. 6th one's back in that corner. I am really gonna try to do this without having to take the mounts off, because I don't know. I don't want to strip those bolts. And your spark plugs are down in there, so we can take that off after. If you don't want to wait, you can take your extension, put them down in there, and pull them out. Trick. Okay, so I took these bolts out, right? This one, and this one. See, it loosened up just a little bit so that I could, so I pushed it down, push it back up, push it down, push it back up to loosen this bolt. And then I did the same thing I did with my other bolts. I actually might need to get a new one, because this one got pretty screwed up with me trying to get it off. I could not get to that last one, so I had to do this. Alright. So it looks pretty clean in here. It's not too bad. Alright, so you take that last bolt off, and then it should come right off. We will see what happens. Alright, so I'm doing my spark plugs. Oh. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a really crappy spark plug. That's what they're supposed to look like. Okay? yeah, if yours look like that, you should probably change them. Guys, I apologize, but once I started, I didn't want to stop trying to take this off. So valve cover's down there. Literally just lifted up and came right off. I lifted it off over to the left side. As you can see, your valve cover seal is right here. Okay, it lifts up and comes off. I'm gonna look up how to clean it, and then I will let you guys know, and I'll show you how I'm cleaning it. Alright, so quite annoying actually. I got the seal out, cleaned it up. I really just used some water and an old t-shirt, and then I did the same thing with the valve cover. I cleaned out the side of the valve cover just a little bit. So a lot of the times the reason why these leak is because the bolts, the 6 bolts, aren't tight. I was thinking about taking all that stuff out and cleaning all that too. You can take these little gaskets out and you can clean those if you want. I don't know, it's not a huge deal. It looks kind of crappy because of the oil, but yeah, you should be alright. I mean, you can take them out and clean them if you want to, because there's not really there's no other real time to clean it. So alright, so I'm gonna put the gasket back on. You notice how it's shaped. So this side is just a straight circle, that side is just a straight circle. This is the side that was leaking, so I made sure that there was no cuts or anything or nothing like that on this side, and there isn't. So it was just that it was loose. So yeah, I'm going to install that back on, push it on, make sure it's tight, and then put the valve cover back on. I'm gonna clean this off first just to make sure that it's completely 100% clean when I put it on. And then you could take a little bit of oil from inside your valves and just put a little bit of oil on here just to make sure that it's not too dry, because if it's dry and it gets warmed up, it's gonna expand and contract and it's gonna loosen up again. So make sure you get the oil just to lubricate it a little. Alright guys, it's in there. Make sure you tighten the bolts pretty damn tight. I'm talking pretty fucking I'm putting it tight, so because I'm not taking this off again. So put these 6 bolts back in really tight and make sure that it's all clean on top so that they can seat real well and they don't move. Remember, the motor's vibrating really fast, so if you think it's tight, make it a little tighter. Alright, need to put it all back together and I'll let you know when I'm done. So it is a great day when you snap a bolt. Looks like you do not tighten it. You just tighten it down till it feels like it's seated and then stop, because then if you don't, something like that happens. So I'm headed off to Home Depot and see if I can find one that's like that. I'm going to take one with me. I'm sure I can find them, but it wouldn't be too hard. Alright.